let's start out. And we're going to be doing best bets. We're going to go in chronological order on the games. So that's how we're going. And the first game happens to be Buffalo Bills visiting the Denver Broncos in Denver. As you could tell here on this tail of the tape, according to FanDuel Sportsbook, the Buffalo Bills now are 1.5 point underdogs. This was something that I have a couple sources that I, follow from, trends and betting and different standpoints. And I didn't believe them when early in the week they said, because this opened up at Denver -1, and then it flipped to Buffalo Bills.
Denver +1?
No, it was Denver -1 at first. Then it flipped to Buffalo -1.5 instantly, as soon as the line came out. And so it was definitely it switched over to Buffalo Bills, and everyone is jumping on that train. And as of this afternoon, flipped. Well, yesterday and today, flipped to Denver Broncos back to being 1.5 point favorites. And I know because I bet Denver Broncos +1.5 before it flipped, and there was a lot of people saying, or at least a couple people that I trust for some of the stats and things that I get, that they were like, it wouldn't shock me if this flipped all the way back to Denver as a favorite. And sure enough, here we are looking at Denver at 1.5 point favorites according to FanDuel Sportsbook. The over/under total set at 46.5. So
you know why it flipped back, right? I mean, obviously, Bo Nix had to let everyone know that his team was meant to be overdogs.
Overdogs.
It's my quarterback.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. They obviously didn't hear that clip in Vegas. How much tequila do you have geared up for this game? STG, I have all the tequila is geared.
The answer is yes.
The answer is correct. Yes.
So on Caesars, I got the line at just 1, not 1.5.
Yeah.
-1 for Denver.
So maybe it's well, I mean, if you're looking at the juice here, the juice is heading that direction.
Loose.
The juice is loose. It's heading that direction. So let's talk a little bit about this game, because I guess I was going back and forth with how I felt about this game, because obviously you have Josh Allen, right? Josh Allen is, when you're looking at this from a pure standpoint of quarterbacks, everyone looks at the quarterbacks when you look at these playoff matchups, and it's very lopsided, right? Allen, Nix. It seems easy, and I think that's what really swung the Buffalo Bills to being favorites early on, where it's like, this is his year. Look at what they did against Jacksonville. They are destined. And I think there's a lot of emotion, right? From Buffalo, from everyone who sees Buffalo. This is their year. No KC, no Baltimore, no Cincinnati. You don't have all these other juggernaut quarterbacks that are typically giving Josh Allen trouble. So you want them. You need them as just that emotional team. So I think a lot of it jumped out to that, where Vegas was like, yeah, we'll take your money on this game, because we know that there's that emotion of wanting Josh Allen to finally get over the hump. But then you break down the details of this game, and you're just like, but wait. Denver and Seattle have extra rest, which was kind of crazy for the NFL schedulers in this one, because they have the extra rest, but they also made it a short week for Buffalo and for the opponents, for San Francisco and Buffalo for these games. So you have a coaching advantage in Denver. Denver has extra rest, and they made Buffalo on a short week travel out to altitude in Denver. By the way, some stats behind this. The last time home dogs as a 1 seed, Philadelphia. Remember those infamous dog masks they wore in Philadelphia?
Yeah, back when they had Nick Foles.
Yeah, the dog mask game. It was when everyone had the dog masks, right?
Those were the real overdogs.
Real overdogs. Philadelphia won that outright as a 2.5-point dog. Go back further. Last time, 49ers as a 1 seed, 3.5-point dogs against New Orleans. 49ers won that outright. 1996, I think Carolina was a home dog of 3.5 against Dallas. Carolina won that one outright. Sean Payton with extended time, he's better, right? Extended prep time. He's 4-0 straight up in the playoffs with extended prep time since 2003. He's 2-2 against the spread, so take that with that what you want. But I just think that the coaching matchup, the extended time, all these other circumstances, it makes me feel like I didn't go into this week feeling a lot of confidence in Denver. I didn't. But you break it down a little bit more and you look through the trees a little bit and you see the real storylines here, and it doesn't shock me now that the Broncos flipped back to being favorites in this game. The Jags lacked pass rush. Denver will get more pressure in this game. There's a lot of storylines across all these games. If the Broncos lose, it will kind of confirm all the fraud talk that everyone's had against the Denver Broncos. But if they win, it proves everybody wrong, right? There's a lot of chips on the shoulders of the Denver Broncos, and they hear it all. The Bills, if they lose, Allen can't get the big one. But if they win, Allen is on his way to his promised land, right? There's a lot of different ways to approach this game. The more I think about it, the more I feel like, okay, the Broncos have a chance in this one, and they have a good chance. So there was a reason why I put a little sprinkle on Denver plus 1.5 before it flipped, Rick.
Yeah, I'll give you this much. You gave a much more convincing case than you did on Sunday night.
Well,
like if the Patriots were getting to Justin Herbert a little bit, therefore it's like no. I mean, Liz at least makes sense. Like I can see the correlation with how it would work.
Did I bring you to my side a little bit? Did I bring you?
It's definitely like I'll put it like this: I'm not touching the game because Denver could outright win.
Yeah, and
the over/under, I do like the under in this game because again, the Broncos do have a good defense and they don't really have an offense except for the fourth quarter. So 46.5, not sure.
But what also is interesting? Let's talk about the money coming in on this game.
Right.
We'll start with the over/under total because you just brought that up. The over/under 46 is what I saw most recently. The over, 74% of the public, 77% of the money was on the over. When it came,
that I officially wanted to make that one of my best bets of the week.
When it came to the spread at Broncos minus 1.5. 60% of the public, 63% of the money, Bills. So, not overwhelming, but there are some things here that will tend to lean towards Denver in this one. But
Bills are probably going to win like 23-19 or something like that. But yeah, it'll be a good game, but...
And this will be an interesting one from a teaser candidate standpoint. I think the teaser candidate is open for this one. I don't think the Broncos are going to win this game by a ton. So Broncos or the sense. Bills teased up to 7.5.
I like it.
Paired with Seattle, maybe. We'll get to Seattle here in a second, but Seattle's a 7-point favorite, teasing them down to just win the game. That is in play for potentially a best bet as well. But this is the second game in 6 days for the Bills and second in 23 days for the Broncos. Like, normally I feel like rust is a thing when you have that much time off, but with a coach like you have with Sean Payton, who gets these guys, I mean, he's got a pulse on this team during all of these, down times throughout these weeks. And I just think that there's going to be a massive advantage in being able to see the tape. It feels like I feel more comfortable than I ever thought I would at this point going into divisional round week.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So
I mean, well, it's been a decade since you've been in divisional round week,
true.
So that's why you feel good about it.
Absolutely.
Roger.
So yeah, I think that this is going to be a game that I'm super excited for. Maybe not as nervous for as I thought I would, but that's the first game of the weekend. So let's move on. Let's go on to the next one, and we are going to be building our best bets as we go through these games. The next one, as I mentioned, Seattle. This is the next game on Saturday, the evening game on Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern time for this one. The San Francisco 49ers are on the road in Seattle, where Seattle is a 7-point favorite. We mentioned that just a little bit ago with that teaser option. The money line, minus 350 for the Seattle Seahawks, plus 280 for the San Francisco 49ers. Over under set at 44.5. Rec, I started out talking about the last game. What do you like in this one?
I mean, so Seattle, really enough, they're really good on the road, and at home, they're not as good as expected. I like San Francisco plus 7. What's the money coming in on that? Because I don't think this line has moved since it opened up.
The money coming in on this one, let me pull it up real quick. We have 75% of the public, 64% of the money on San Francisco at 7. So doesn't quite help you on that one.
I mean, yeah, it's not too harsh there, but big thing here, like Sam Darnold, his big thing he doesn't do under pressure. Niners have not pressured well, mainly because the entire D line is dead. Do like Mike McDonald as a coach, but it's just like something weird. Like Seattle goes home, and things start getting raw. Things just go weird. I also really do like Robert Saleh as a defensive coordinator, Shanahan, the head coach. I mean, I like Mike McDonald, but I think the Niners still have the coaching advantage, which when you get to the playoffs, coaching matters a lot more than the players do. I mean, Seahawks could still win this. I don't see them winning by more than a touchdown. I think that this is a closer game. I think let's just say Seattle wins by 4.
So
Loud in Seahawks, Canada. Yeah, you'd think they do better with all that crowd noise on their side, but they don't.
Yeah, I think in this game, I think if we're gonna play any side, I want to say I like the hook. There was at 7.5. San Francisco plus 7.5 at one point earlier in the week. That dropped down to 7. If we had the hook, I would love it too. 7 is still a big number here in a divisional game that I think. I mean, at some point, it's going to catch up with San Francisco, right? Like we talked about this with the Denver game, and this is the same advantage that Seattle has. It's a short week, all the rest for Seattle, but a short week for San Francisco. Not to mention, they have all of these injuries, right? Traveling again. So for me, it just feels like a tough spot for San Francisco, which is why I think a lot of people, people like Purdy performed very, very well in the last game. I thought he played pretty solid football. I think Purdy's still going to be more experienced in this position. There's some things that I do like about San Francisco, though, as far as like a backdoor cover. So I'm kind of on your side here, Rick. Like a backdoor cover, Purdy versus Seattle on the road, 4-0 against the spread and straight up, winning almost by 10 points a game. Wild card and divisional round, Kyle Shanahan in his career, 7-0 straight up, 6-1 against the spread as a road dog, 3-0 straight up in his career as a road dog. I'm sorry. So Kyle Shanahan is very good in the divisional wild card round and as a dog on the road. So there's a lot of things to like about the backdoor cover for San Francisco. which is again why I feel like the tease is where it feels like that's where it's going to be. I do think this is a grimy, just rock fight between Seattle and San Francisco, which is why I honestly think one of my best bets that I think we're going to lock in under 45.5 is a best bet for me. That I think we should probably throw in there. I was looking at the money coming in on the over under at 45. At 45. The public 66% over on the for the public side. But interestingly enough, the money is split right down the middle. So that's telling you.
And yet it went down a point?
Well, the site that I look at where it shows the money coming in, it was at 45, and then it went to 45.5, which I think was influenced a little bit by some of the money coming in. But I have it at 45.5. Here.
And it went down a point here on FanDuel. I'm saying 44.5.
Oh, 44.5. Oh, yeah. 45. So it went down 44.5.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I'm like,
sorry. I was looking at a couple different things here. So yeah, it went down a little bit.
I can't be that blind.
But I still love it. So I will take. I actually bet it, so I locked it in, so we can use 45.5.
Okay.
So we're gonna take that. It's loud in Seattle. Yeah. But what are your thoughts? I know it's STG, big Seattle fan. What are your thoughts on this one? I know you were kind of nervous about this one last time? Yeah. STG? I want to say you were. But I don't know. I still like Seattle to win this game by I think it's going to be like maybe they win by a field goal.
Yeah.
I think they win by
initially, yes, due to Darnold.
I think this could be a good game.
Yeah.
Well, and what's great about this is like we've had, and we talked about this a little bit, alluded to this in the wild card round. That was arguably one of the best wild card rounds of complete good football games from start to finish that we've seen in years. Right?
Yeah. Let's just ignore Monday. Yeah, it was.
Ignore one of those games. But like normally we have some really rough games in those wild card rounds. Every single one was competitive, and even the 10-point spread with the Panthers and the Rams was like a sweaty game. It had some spice to it, spicy. And either way, that whole round was it was succulent.
It is succulent.
I'm expecting these games to be just as good coming down to the wire. So I'm super excited about this one, even if it's a 7-point spread. So best bets in this one, we have under 45.5, and we also have a potential teaser with Seattle and Buffalo. So there's that game.
Maybe, yeah. And there's also just like San Francisco. If you get 7.5, that might be a good option.
But I'm more confident now. If the run game does well, defense, I'm not worried. It's offense. It's hard to go all in with both feet due to Darnold. So, I mean, you're STG. You and I are in exactly the same situation, right? I just talked about how I went into this feeling pretty not excited. And as I'm getting into this week, I'm like, actually, I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling all right about this game. As long as Bo Nix can get the offense going and the run game goes well, the Broncos will have a really good chance to win. And that's exactly what you're telling me about the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle, I mean, we might as well be the Spider-Man meme, right? Might as well be we might as well be the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other because we're the same exact situation. But everything else feels really good. The rest, everything. So if those variables go our way, SDG, you and I are in. I mean, we're in the same boat here.
Potential rematch for Super Bowl 48.
I saw someone who had this rematch selected as Broncos and Seahawks, with the Seahawks winning, which I can see too. I can see that too. All right, let's move on. Let's get to the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. This is another game that is going to be super interesting. As far as this one goes, so as you can see on the screen here, the Houston Texans on the road in New England as 3-point underdogs. The money line plus 150, New England Patriots minus 178, and the over-under total set at 41.5. So let's dive into this one and take a look at what we like in this. So this is going to be cold, right? That's the one thing I was kind of keeping the tabs on with the Patriots being a home team and warm weather team like the Houston Texans going up north to Foxborough to play this game. I lean New England -3 in this spot. I think, Rec, you got it at 2.5 potentially.
Yep, I guess locked in there.
And I also like the under in this one, under 41.5 in this game. I think that the Houston Texans offense struggles in this one. New England's defense, I think, will be able to get a little bit more pressure on Houston than they saw last week. Houston had a lot of time. I do think, is Nico Collins out in this game? I didn't see an injury.
Possibly.
He's possibly out. So I mean, I think that's a big factor if he doesn't end up playing.
Check the Texans injury report.
Yeah, go ahead, check that, because I know there was some questions whether or not he was going to.
Yeah, or he just want to leave because of how much Joey Porter was dominating him. Nico, has a concussion. Actually, he's not listed on here if he practiced or not.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
But yeah, I just think the legitimate pass rush by the New England defense makes life a little difficult for CJ Stroud in this one. Without Nico Collins, Drake May wasn't at his best dealing with pressure last week. Houston might be able to limit them, which is why I think, Houston's defense is no joke, right? Houston's defense will be good, and they will slow down this offense of the Patriots. So I think that when you're taking away a really good offense and your offense might be struggling a little bit, the under just seems to be the play, especially in the weather that could be super cold as well. So from that standpoint, I lean New England and the under in this one. I do love the first half under as well. I think the first half under could be a solid play in this game and the next game. But first half under 20.5 also in play. There was another stat that I had here for the under that I was trying to pull up.
Was it like the money?
Where is it? No, it was something else. I can't find it. Either way. Speaking of the money, though, Texans +3. 64% of the public, 59% of the money on Texans. And it's kind of split down the middle, but a lean over 55 and 56% respectively on the over in this game.
So nothing wild.
Nothing crazy. But I do think the under is probably where I would lean. What's up, Hauser? How we doing?
It's a can of relief. Yes, we do like the under. I was gonna say, I'd love for that to be one of the best bets at 41.5. Thinking if you want to do Patriots, I'd lock this in at 2.5. If you want to do that,
I think I do. Like
people talk about, the Texans finally won on the road in a cold game in January. It's the Steelers. That's not an accomplishment. You have I mean, I know it sounds bad, but that's how it is. So people are probably going to overrate the Texans a little bit. I mean, they are more experienced with the playoffs than the Patriots are currently. Wow to say, but which I do like the Patriots here to win by at least a field goal. Think they're the better team. It's going to be a low-scoring game because the Texans have probably the best defense in football. Offense, not really good, as we saw in that Steelers game. But they'll still hold the Patriots down. If final score is going to be something like 19-13 for New England. I like the Patriots -2.5. I like the under of 41.5. I would take both of those as best bets right now.
All right, we'll keep those and consider those. By the way, in the chat, we have a couple. Chargers had a good pass rush against New England as well. No offense, though. Has Rec given his Tomlin speech? We talked a lot about Tomlin on the top of the show, so there's that. Let's see. I don't like Patriots to win. They can stay bad a little longer. No, we don't either. I don't want the Patriots to win anymore. That's it. I think at this point we've kind of gotten to the narrative. And by the way, we talked about narratives for like the Broncos being frauds. Well, this is also a narrative game for the Patriots. Are they frauds? Yeah. Like if they lose, their weak schedule that we've been harping on all season long comes to fruition, and we realize, yeah, they're not. They are who we thought they were, and whether or not
they are who we thought
if we let them off the hook, then that's part of it. So, and then as far as the Houston Texans go, I mean, obviously C.J. Stroud taking that next step forward is another one here. I can see the Texans winning, possibly. It depends how the Texans' offense does. And again, I don't think they're going to be able to get chunk plays with if Nico Collins is out. I don't think that they're going to be able to get the explosive plays. And the Patriots defense, if you can't get the explosive plays and give Stroud time to throw, that pass rush is going to get to him, and it's not going to feel comfortable for him. And in the weather being cold, I don't expect a lot, especially if Nico is out.
Yeah, and then again, C.J. Stroud fumbled 25 times on Monday night. Can't have him do that again.
Well, and again, they got bailed out, right? Like, I mean, it's crazy. We saw the stat in our Discord of that, the fact that you fumbled all those times and you still won the game against really good teams. That's not going to be the case. And
yeah, like half of the league would have won that game easily against Houston.
I mean, 2/3 of the league probably win that game. I feel like there's a lot of teams. Wild. Like a lot of teams could probably take advantage of that. So, who are your biggest dark horse candidates that you think could win a Super Bowl? Are there any teams that you think have no chance? At this point, I think we've gotten rid of the teams that have no chance. We've gotten rid of the Panthers. Yeah. We've gotten rid of the Steelers. I think every team legitimately has a decent chance. I would say the Bears are probably the least. I would say of the teams remaining, you can make an argument for the Bears being probably the odd man out.
Alternatively, Bears are going to win the Super Bowl because of divine intervention.
Yeah, but
that's the only way to explain how they got this far. So might as well just keep riding that wave until they win it all.
But again, it's splitting hairs. Like to SDG's point. 1 in 8 chance. Every team has a decent chance. I mean, the Bears have been winning games, and we don't know how they've been winning. The Broncos have been winning 1-score games all season long. The 49ers have been winning games with 0 healthy players. By the way, did you see the weird conspiracy theory about the why they're injured as much as they are?
No, I haven't. Where's Chairman? Well, yeah, what's the conspiracy theory?
Oh, the conspiracy theory. Let's go down this wormhole real quick with San Francisco.
Oh, boy.
So this conspiracy is they built their stadium and their facilities and everything near this power plant where that gives off electric, like not radiation, but there was a guy that went on Twitter that was like, the electromagnetic fields that come from that have tendencies to have effect on your ligaments, your bones, and your soft tissue. So constant exposure to these electromagnetic fields coming from this electric plant near the stadium contributes to all of these players having these soft tissue injuries. And I'm just like, I don't know enough science about all this shit to confirm or deny whether or not that's true or not. But this guy who's scientifically, that's part of what he does, is all in on it. I don't know. Who knows?
Alternatively, the field quality at at Levi Stadium is close to MetLife Stadium.
Well, that was another thing that was also brought up, and they were like,
that's my theory.
Didn't they change out their field too? Didn't they upgrade their field or update it or something? I don't know.
I mean, they should. I don't know for sure. I think Levi Stadium's hosting a World Cup game. I know MetLife Stadium is.
I'll take the over on injuries for all those World Cup games. We'll just take the over. I don't like the 49ers chance because of injuries. Well, that's again, between injuries, we talked a little bit about that. Injuries and the short week and the travel schedule and top to bottom, it's going to be tough, right? But at the same time, there's a reason why people see all that and they're just like, the Seahawks have been a complete team all season long. It goes back and forth, but I think the San Francisco 49ers keep that close. I do.
Yeah, I do too.
So that's why Diablo got injured when he
Diablo.
Yeah.
Divine Diablo.
Divine Diablo got
spelled horribly wrong, but yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, is that how it's spelled? Got injured when he played in the 49ers.
DIABLO.
Bears do have the Super Bowl shuffle. That's true.
Yes.
All right.
Speaking of the Bears.
So, actually, so best bets in this one. I think we both like I think we're both on the same side. New England on the -2.5 under Houston, New England. Let's get to the next one. And that's the Chicago Bears hosting the Los Angeles Rams. Spread is 3.5.
We're going live for this game. 4:30 Mountain Time, 6:30 Eastern Time.
Correct. That's what we're going live aiming.
Early. Make sure to remember.
We're aiming for that. I will post the updates as we lead up to it. But this will be a game that I think we're going to go early for, since I don't have as many restrictions on time as Scotty does, and he's going to be out for this game. So we will aim to potentially do a stream for this entire game, starting at 6:30 Eastern Time. So keep an eye on the Discord and Twitter, on the socials. If you haven't, make sure you do that.
And this game is being played in neither of those time zones. Yeah, the game is being played in the greatest time zone of them all.
False.
Central Time.
False.
Truth.
No. Chicago 3.5 point favorite, or 3.5 point underdogs at home against the favorite Los Angeles Rams. Chicago +168. Los Angeles Rams -200. Over under at 48.5. Now, I loved this one. There was one that I really liked, a bet in this one. I'll get to that here in a second, but it kind of got away from us. We'll get to unders. You know how I love my unders.
Yeah.
We're probably going to get there. But tail of the tape here, Stafford is the big storyline here, right? MVP, Stafford, banged up. We saw the injury with the finger last week. This is going to be an absolutely Arctic game. It's not going to be helping all the injuries, because I felt like every time I looked up, Stafford was getting banged up one way or another. But this game could be as low as 9 degrees. And for a team like the Rams coming into this one, I think it's going to be a rough one with your quarterback battling those injuries in a cold environment, outdoors in the elements. I have a lean towards Chicago +3.5 in this one. I loved this game was at 50 over under set at 50.5. I absolutely loved the over or the under, and then it shot down. Now we're sitting at 48.5, and now we're in a weird spot. So that's why I was kind of hesitant on the under in this one. I do like the first half under lean based off of the fact that I know the Bears are going to come out slow because they always do. Then they're always a second half team.
Makes sense.
And I do think that the cold will keep Stafford and the injuries will keep Stafford from getting in a rhythm early. So the first half under, which let's take a look at that while we have this live here. Let's go in here Let's take a look at this first half over under and see what that looks like. So that is first half total. I like the under 24.5 here.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think the under 24.5 is probably one of the best options on the unders in this game, if we're going to go that route. So just something to think about as we're populating our over under plays. But that being said, let me get back to everything else. So yeah, Stafford though, what worries me about this for the Chicago Bears is Stafford as a favorite. He's never lost. 4-0 straight up going back to 2000. He's very good. The Rams
going back to 2000 because Stafford has been in the league for 26 years. Yes.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I forgot where I was going. Anyways, Stafford, and this I think I'm trying to figure out the coaching advantage. Obviously McVay I think is the better coach, but Ben Johnson's been doing some very good things with the with the Chicago Bears offense, and they do show up and they do win games that you don't expect them to win, even in the second half. So I'm curious on like a backdoor cover here by the Chicago Bears, but the Los Angeles Rams, it wouldn't shock me if they lost this game, but they should win this game. It just depends on it just depends on Stafford and what he can battle through. Hauser says Stafford said the finger was going to be fine, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't like cheering for a division rival, but I don't want to cheer for a team who won a Super Bowl just a few years ago either.
So what you're saying is you're rooting for the same fan of Seattle to go to the Super Bowl.
Sounds like it. Yeah, this one, the Rams should be the better team here. They should. I don't think I think the Bears' luck, and we've talked about this with the Broncos of one score wins, one score games. That's the biggest question here. Can the Bears keep doing it? Can they keep doing it? And I don't know if this team is the right team to get yourself in the hole with the Los Angeles Rams. But then I keep looking at the Rams struggling against the Carolina Panthers twice this year. They got, one win finally in the playoffs, but it's weird. Let me take a look at the money, as far as what the money is coming in on for this game.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make a bet on either. Like the spread,
and I'm assuming before I even look at it, I'm assuming Chicago's probably going to be a big side for the public.
Yeah, and I'm assuming the under is too, considering how much it moved.
Correct. All right. Wow. Yeah. So I'm correct. The Bears on this spread 3.5, 66% of the public, 67% of the money, all on the Bears. As far as the over/under total, the public 65% of the public is on the over. The money is exactly split down the middle. So that tends to lean. I love the first half under in this one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could see that as well.
I love the first half under in this game.
Yeah. Always be on the side of the Pope, obviously.
Always. I mean, shout out to the Pope, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to look at a couple other stats here. I mean, Colson Loveland, by the way, having a great season. Especially this playoffs, having a really solid playoffs. He could be interesting. His receiving yard total around 54.5. That I can see him getting close to that.
Okay, Rams defense has not been good the last month or so.
Also, too, it's kind of hard not to go against Puka Nacua as an anytime touchdown scorer in this one. Minus 115. He's kind of just like the only option, right? So I think that
Devontae's back.
Devontae is back, but
and there's also Kyron.
Both have a good shot of scoring between him and Devontae, but the way Puka Nacua has just been, that first playoff game, He was just insane.
He was insane up until Stafford had that like 2 for 20 stretch.
Yeah. I'm on the Bills Mafia bandwagon. Well, sorry to tell you, the bandwagon it's not going to go very far for you there. The bandwagon is going to get broken down by someone jumping on it from Bills Mafia and making it just burn out for sure. Sorry to tell you there. Black market. So yeah, this one, I think I'm on the Rams side if I had to pick a side, but as far as the spread goes, but I don't love it.
I'm not picking a side.
I think we stay away so far away from this spread as we possibly can.
Yeah.
But
agreed.
First half, like I said, what did I say the first half under is in this one?
24.5.
24 and it was this particular one, right? It wasn't.
Yeah. 24.5. So like a 14-10 score.
Okay. So that being said, let's go ahead and let's get our bets in. Let's get our bets in and see what we want to lock in. I think there was a handful that we both liked.
Yeah. Patriots under 41.5. Patriots Texans under 41.5.
Yep, we have that guy here. Let's go ahead and put that one in first. So New England and Houston and New England under 41.5.
Yeah. Also, we had New England minus 2.5. If you want to do that,
I want to for sure lock in my. I already had Seattle, San Francisco under 45.5. So I want to put that one in.
Okay.
Oops. Let's do this one. So San Francisco and Seattle under 45.5.
Mm-hmm. Never bet the under, says Captain Urban.
We've been betting the under all year, and we've been cashing. Look at that record, 21-10-1. We've been crushing it, Captain. What are we talking about?
So we have the Bears Rams first half under. We have the Patriots minus 2.5.
I think Patriots minus 2.5 is. I like that.
Yeah.
All
right, we can lock that in.
So New England minus 2.5.
And then we can either do the Bears Rams first half under. We could do the Bills Seahawks teaser. We could do San Francisco plus 7.
Ooh.
Those are our 3 options.
Bills.
I mean, we could probably just go ahead and do your first half under. I like the thought of that.
Because Bills would be up to. I do like the teaser though.
Yeah.
Do we? Is there a world where we replace?
I mean, there's a world where San Francisco beats Seattle, so I don't feel too great about the teaser, despite all their injuries.
True. Okay, so let's leave the teaser off.
Yeah.
All right, so that's fine. That makes me. So then I think we go.
We can do.
I think we go the under in the first half for.
Sounds good.
Under first half under. So this is Chicago.
LA and Chicago.
So LA, Rams, and Chicago. This is the first half. Under
24.5.
24.5.
All right. Got them locked in.
All right. So that's what those are our best bets of the week. I'll take Bills by 6, the Bears by 5, the Seahawks by 9, and the Texans by 5. You could bet all those if you wanted to on alternate lines.
That'd make you a lot of money.
It would make you a lot of money. I probably would suggest not. I feel like if you like the Bills, just take you could just bet. You probably get better. I mean, If you want to take the Bills by 6, you give very good lines, but I just don't think all of those are going to hit.
Yeah.
But hey,
I'd like the Bills just go take a money line.
We'll remember this. So Bills by 6, Bears by 5. If it hits, tell us about it, and we'll keep tabs on it too. But
yeah, interesting username.
Yeah. So
there's
there,
the guy named Black Bucket Breast Milk.
You had to change it up a little bit. We're approaching the top of the hour, which is probably when we're going to wrap this show up because we just got done previewing all these games and doing our best bets. So we will, again, guys, if you guys are here, we will probably be back this Sunday for the final game of the week, and that is the Chicago hosting the LA Rams at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you keep tabs on that if you want to be here with us for Sunday night football, Sunday evening football, I should say.
Yeah.